Welcome to Crocheter of Destiny. In today's video, we're going to learn the basic crochet stitches. I'll be using Red Heart Super Saver, Petal Pink 100% acrylic, 4 medium waisted yarn that requires an I9 5.5mm hook, as you've learned in my previous video. I'll be unraveling from the middle. It's good to pull out a section so you don't have to stop all the time. You'll chain as many as your pattern requires. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to chain 10. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't want to make them too loose or too tight. Pretty standard. Now that I have my chain of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, with the yarn on the hook, for a single crochet, you'll go back in to your chain, again the 1 with the 2 on bottom, yarn over, and pull through. Now you've got 2 pieces on your crochet hook, which for the first place of your chain will be a bit strange looking. Simply hold them so you can work them. Yarn over by grabbing with your hook and pull through both pieces. 1, this is where you might have to hold it, and 2. It won't be as complicated in your next stitch. Go into your chain, yarn over, pull through. See how they both sit properly now? Yarn over, pull through both. Into your next stitch, into your chain, yarn, pull over, yarn, pull through both. Repeat this all the way down for your foundation row. Oops. Your foundation row might curl a bit like that because it's the first one. As you do your other rows, you shouldn't have any curling. If you have curling, your stitches might be too tight. Just pull them to undo them and try again. Keep your yarn slack on your hook so that you don't create too much tension. Now for your last chain, you'll work in the loop and ignore the knot sitting there. That's your knot from the beginning. There's your first row. To do your second row, you'll chain 1, which is yarn over, and pull through. That's 1 chain. Now to work in the opposite direction, you'll spin your work around and begin again. From the top, your stitches will look like V's. From the front, they're hard to see. You might want to pull them open a little until you get used to it. You're going to go underneath both parts of the V. Sorry. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Keep going to the end of your row, and so on for your project. I'm going to switch stitches now to show you the next stitch. This is single crochet. Now we'll learn the double crochet. It's like the single, only you yarn over first. So yarn over, put your hook through your stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 pieces of yarn on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3. You might find it easier to pull through all 3 strands individually. 1, 2, 3. Whatever's easiest for you. Now for your last one, might be a little hard to locate it. You might want to pull it with your fingers or turn it so that you ensure you get the right spot. And then finish your stitch. Now as a beginner, you'll find it important to count your stitches so that your project stays uniform. Single crochet versus double crochet. Now the half double crochet, you'll want to chain 2 since it's a taller stitch and you don't want it to pull weirdly. Now if you were doing half double crochets, it's the same as the double, but pulling through differently. Yarn over, go into your stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and leave 2 loops on your hook, the one you would pull through and the one you would have pulled through it. Yarn over again, and pull through those 2 loops. Once again, it's yarn over, into your stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches. Do that to the end of my row. Again, the end one might be hard to find. You don't want it to be too tight. I'm going to create a little slack. And there's that row. The reason we created a chain 2 at the end instead of a chain 1 is that it mimics the height of the stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Even though I'm creating different stitches, my project is uniform in size. For the next crochet, I'm going to show you a triple crochet, which might be called the treble. At the end of your row, you're going to chain 3. Again, this is for the height of your stitch. Single is 1 chain, a double is 1 chain, half double is 2 chains, a triple is 3 chains. Yarn over twice, so there are 3 loops on your hook. Go into your stitch, yarn over, pull through, so there are 4 pieces of yarn on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, so there's 3 on. Yarn over, pull through 2, so there's 2 on. Yarn over, and pull through the remaining 2. Again, yarn over twice, go into your stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Last stitch. Again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and my chain, which is the size of my stitch. So even though I have done different stitches, my project remains uniform in size. This is single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and triple crochet. You've learned how to chain for each of them and how to turn your work. Some projects might require a slip stitch at the end of the project to close an item, connect an item, or just add a border to the top of your item. Should you need that, without chaining, turn your work, go into the first stitch, yarn over like you would for a single crochet, but instead of pulling up and yarning over to pull through, simply pull that thread through and there's a slip stitch. So again, yarn over and pull through, pull all the way through. Yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook. And you'll want slack on your yarn so that it's not too tight. Now that's the last one for my chain. So if I go back and count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So even though it looks like I should do with my chain, that's my 10th stitch. So I would close there. Now sometimes this might require a little bit of tugging so you don't make it too tight. When you're finished with your project, at any time, yarn over once, cut your yarn, and pull this through to create a knot. Then you'll use the darning needle to slip it into your project. Now that you've learned the basic crochet stitches and how to work your yarn, you can move on to a specific pattern. If you'd like to request a pattern or design, please feel free to leave me a comment. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Once again, this is the Crocheter of Destiny, and I'll see you in the next video.